You probably don't have non-judgmental acceptance in your relationship, especially in a relationship that is sexually exclusive. So pay attention. I'll show you what it looks like. There's this idea that I talk about often, I refer to as non-judgmental acceptance. So what does it actually look like in a relationship, and what is it to be non-judgmentally accepting? To be non-judgmentally accepting is to recognize that each person is an individual and you accept them individually. You accept them as the individual that they are, with their individual desires, likes, wants, and preferences. And you accept that about them, and you're non-judgmental about it. Only when you have a non-judgmentally accepting, when you can facilitate that in your relationship, can the people that you're with actually be themselves. Now, not all relationships want a relationship that have individuals within the relationship that can be themselves. Most younger people have never had this experience, and most people have recognized this very idea that marriages happened not out of love throughout all of written history up until very, very recently. That marriages occurred not because of love, but because of property, wealth, family raising, conjoining land, conjoining wealth, conjoining power. That's why people got married. And marriage was a vending off of a woman to a man, historically. So historically, actually, it worked out pretty well because people knew what they were going into. They knew that the goal of the relationship wasn't love, and so they didn't have cognitive dissonance. They were in a relationship for a very specific goal: to raise a family, to gain power, to gain land, to gain wealth. But nowadays, people go into a relationship presuming love, presuming that they're going to be in a relationship, in a marriage particularly, because of love. But they don't know what love looks like. They don't know what each person's individual preferences and desires and definitions of love is. And they don't know how to practice it on a prolonged, ongoing, perpetual manner in the relationship. And so you have that dilemma. So what is it? So if you want a relationship where each person can be themselves and are happy to be themselves, well, then you're going to have to facilitate non-judgmental acceptance. But what does that look like? To be non-judgmentally accepting, to accept them as the individual that they are, it will require of you something which you probably, most relationships, in fact, don't facilitate, they don't have. And that is to be non-tolerating. To be non-tolerating is for things that you don't like or accept or want in the relationship, and you can't tolerate, you will not tolerate. And for you to become wholly and fully accepting, you have to be intolerant. Why? I, for example, am the most accepting person probably you'll ever know. There's a wide range of things which I will accept. Anything that I will accept, you'll recognize that I'm game. You can be completely the person that you are. I'm non-judgmentally accepting. But how do you know that? How you know that is because I am the most non-tolerating person you've ever known. I'm the most intolerant person you've ever known. Hey baby, did you hear me? Do you agree that I'm the most intolerant person you've ever known?
Yes, I do.
I don't know if you heard that, but she said yes. So, most people are in this limbo in a relationship where they tolerate behavior which they could not tolerate. They don't want in the person, and they say, I really, really hate this about you, but I'll tolerate it It's a very arrogant way to have a relationship. And so I outline it at the outset of a relationship. What are the things, using communication, what are the things that I will not accept in a relationship? And anything outside of the things that I will not accept are within the things that I will accept. And because I accept them, you will be non-judged about it. You can be completely yourself. And if at some point, for whatever reason, we come upon things which I will not tolerate, you will know about it. I will communicate it with you. And if for some reason it's a deal breaker, we can either negotiate around it or we can go full stop. We can rearrange the relationship, revisit our arrangement within the relationship. And most people don't have that. They don't recognize that a relationship can be arranged. You've arranged it at the outset. You've made agreements, and all agreements can be rearranged, revisited, re-agreed upon. And so what does it look like to have a non-judgmentally accepting relationship? Most people don't recognize how humans evolve. And so if you're a person who is with a man, or if you're a person who's with a woman, let's give you a test as to, can you actually be non-judgmentally accepting? Women, can you accept that your man probably, and most likely, are into more than one woman? He is attracted to not just you, but a lot of other women. Can you accept that? Most people have a fairy tale understanding of how humans have come to be because they've never recognized the sciences of how humans evolved. They don't understand the evolutionary psychology of humans, the biology and the psychology and the evolution of how humans have come to be throughout history. And so they have this fairy tale imagination of what a relationship should look like, what love should look like. Do you understand what love is? Can you accept that love is your wanting for your beloved's happiness intrinsically to your own? Can you accept that? Meaning, it requires no jealousy. Jealousy and possessiveness and the idea, ownership, has nothing to do with love at all. Can you accept that? Men watching this, can you accept that your woman has not evolved to be attracted to only one man? Women, can you go up to a man and say, hey, I am intolerant of a man who is attracted to more than one woman. I want you to only be attracted to me for the rest of your life, and then I will consider having a relationship with you. If you found an honest man, and if every man you come upon with who you ask that question is honest, you will never find a man. Do you understand? If you find a man who is not willing to tell the truth, then you will find that man who is not willing to tell the truth, who cannot be himself in a relationship. Can you accept that? Men watching this, can you accept that your woman is not only attracted to you, but is attracted to multiples of men? Can you accept that? Same thing. If you were to go out there and manage your expectations in the relationship and say, I will not tolerate a woman who is attracted to more than one man. I need her to be attracted to only me for the rest of her life, and then I will consider having a relationship with you. Can you accept that? If you find an honest woman, you will never find a woman. Now, if you were to find someone who is willing to be dishonest and say, yes, I will only be attracted to you for the rest of my life, for the rest of our relationship, you have found yourself in a predicament where someone is willing to lie and someone will not be themselves in the relationship and will always tell you the lie, I'm only attracted to you. Now you might find a woman who will say, I will only be in a relationship, I'm certainly attracted to more than one person at any one point, but I'll only be in a relationship strictly monogamously with one person. Then you can be in the relationship. But in that situation, can you be actually non-judgmentally accepting when they say, hey, that guy is really cute? Or hey, that girl's really cute, or that guy's really hot. I would really do, I could imagine doing some really dirty things with him. Or I can really imagine doing some dirty, dirty things with her. Can you actually accept that? Can they actually say it in the relationship? If not, then you don't have a non-judgmentally accepting relationship. Now, the 10 minutes is up, so I'd like you to, number one, visit greatrelationshipsu.com. Take our online mastery and communication mastery course. Number two, go to Amazon and get the book Relationships 101 by Ron John, Ronehjohn. Read the book on how the evolutionary psychology reasoning of how relationships have come to be. Number three, share this video with other people who might appreciate it, and leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.